Hey everyone, so welcome back to another video on our channel, and this video is going to be a very important update regarding the Cognizant hiring that is ongoing currently. So if you are following our channel, you already know that Cognizant mass hiring is going on for 2024 batch, and it's a on-campus hiring that is going on, and there are multiple rounds. They have changed the exam pattern also for this year for this particular Gen Z hiring. Earlier for Gen Z hiring there was no technical round, no technical questions was there, but this time they have added a technical assessment along with the aptitude assessment. So aptitude assessment is common from previous year also, so I'll make a separate video for aptitude assessment later. By tonight or by tomorrow morning I'll post that. But the main thing that is new and everyone is panicking about is the technical assessment. So those who have recently completed the communication assessment yesterday now start preparing for the technical assessment mainly, and also for the aptitude assessment. So for aptitude assessment we will talk later. Let's see what is the different type of questions, what are the things you should prepare, and from where you should prepare, the resources and everything we are going to discuss in this video. But before moving on, if you are new to our channel, make sure to click on the subscribe button, join our Telegram and WhatsApp channel from the description box link, and also make sure to click on the bell icon after subscribing, because we post multiple hiring, onboarding and interview updates every day regularly. Make sure not to miss out. So first of all, let's see where is this exam is supposed to happen. So by the given time frame what they got, they have been given some time frame. So if it is followed, then it is supposed to be on 3rd and 4th June. The aptitude and technical assessment is supposed to happen. Mostly by 4th June the technical assessment should be over. So there might be some 1-2 days here and there might happen for multiple different colleges, but this is going to be the similar time frame you can expect. So what is the different type of questions you can expect? So there are basically two clusters. While registration also they have mentioned there are two clusters, and you have to choose according to that which cluster you want to choose. So already while registrations we have chosen your clusters. So there are two clusters. First cluster had Java, NCSQL, HTML, CSS and JavaScript, and there they have mentioned 85% questions are going to be from Java and NCSQL. For cluster 2 there were also NCSQL, Python and cloud fundamentals, and there they have mentioned that 60% questions will be from NCSQL. So for both of the cluster, NCSQL is going to be one of the major portions, so we are going to focus on that part first, and the other major portion is going to be either Java or Python based on your cluster. Whatever cluster you have chosen, it will be based on that. So we're going to focusing on main these two areas for this particular discussion, and also the other things, that is HTML, CSS, JavaScript for cluster 1, and for cluster 2 cloud fundamentals. These topics will be left out. These topics there will be very few, less number of questions you can expect. Like there will be very few, like 10 to 15% questions hardly will be going to be from these all three. Okay, so these things you can just go and check in the Google, search interview questions for this particular topic name, like that. Okay, go and search the interview questions for HTML like that, and you are going to get multiple MCQ type questions. So from this HTML, CSS, JavaScript, cloud, there will be only MCQ questions hardly, and there will be also hardly 10% questions will be there. So that's it. And for let's move on to the actual main focus of this particular hiring. So main focus is going to be NCSQL for both of these. So NCSQL there will be two types. First of all theory, and second is query. So NCSQL is the new name that people are hearing, and they are afraid that it is going to be some different type of question or like that. So no, it is basically the same as SQL. There might be a bit difference, but it is mostly same. Okay, so if you know SQL already, that is going to be fine for you, and if you don't know SQL, you can learn it from our playlist. I'll give the link in the description. You can just watch it in two or 2.5 hours. You can learn from scratch also, and if you already know, you can watch it in 2x and have a recap in within 1 hour. For NCSQL there will be two types of questions. Theory questions will be related to databases, what type of query language it is. Okay, there might be some commands given, so they might ask what type of command it is, DDL, DML, what is it. And also there might be some, for some cases they might give you the query. They might ask you that what this query will give result for. Okay, they might give you the entire query. You don't have to write the query for there, but they might ask you what will be the output of the query. This is also a part of theory. And there will be another type of questions from NCSQL, that is going to be queries. Okay, so for queries there will be queries given. Basically they will ask you some they will give you some table structure and all. They will ask you to showcase a particular set of data, and based on that particular question you have to write a query. So there might be some phase interface there where you have to write the query, or there might be four different queries given in the options. You might have to choose which query is exactly going to give the accurate result what is asked in the question. So the but second one, the chances of happening this latter one is going to be more. So anything of this can happen, but the formula is same, right? You have to write a query based on the demand and the structure of the table. Next, we are going to see the Java and Python. So for Java and Python, whatever it is, there are two parts basically. Like suppose for Java, there are core Java and advanced Java. So for core Java, there will be basic things like your OOPS language, language features, object oriented programming, debug, output, these type of questions you can see. So OOPS features, you have to have a OOPS knowledge, okay, because for Java and Python both the OOPS concept is going to be same, okay, but the language related things, that is language specific things and language features, that will be going to be different for both of these. So how you should prepare, we're going to see at the end of the video, but let's now focus on what type of questions you can expect. Also, one more type of questions might be that there is some code given. They might ask you to debug the code. Like they might ask you which line will give error, or will the code run or give some error, or it will give the correct output. Omit one line particularly. They might ask which line you should write in this particular place so that it runs smoothly. These type of questions will be under the debug part. And for output part, there will be a whole program given. For Java also, or for Python also, there will be a whole program given, and there will be some input sets also given. They will ask you what is going to be the output of this particular program if we run it. So you have to then dry run the particular program and see what output is going to getting, and you have to choose the correct output from the MCQ type. So all these are the types of questions. Okay, now let's see how you can prepare for all of this. Let's start from the beginning. First, there is the most important part is going to be SQL, because it is in both cluster 1 and cluster 2 major portions. So just search in Google SQL interview questions, like that. Okay, you are going to get all this. So from Geeks for Geeks, you can see multiple interview questions are there. You can see what is the SQL, what is database, all of this you are going to have a clear concept if you clear all these things. Okay, you can learn it within few hours only. You can know everything about SQL. Similarly, there is one more website here, interview bit. You can learn this interview bit cheat sheet about any topic, like for SQL, DBMS, okay, everything you can learn from here. So go and visit through both of these particular websites. Okay, I will suggest see both of these, Geeks for Geeks and interview with both, and prepare accordingly, because this is going to be cover every concept of you. And if you are going to find mostly same questions from both of these. So you can if you are finding already one question you are done and you are finding that again for the second one, you can skip that, but go through all of this. Okay, similarly for Java also same, you have to write Java interview questions. You are going to get top Java questions from, again check this Geeks for Geeks and interview bit. So these two top things you have to check and prepare accordingly. So all the concepts about Java, all the basic Java concepts, OOPS concept, everything we are going to get cleared about from these things. And for the query related questions, SQL queries, you have to write in the Google that SQL most asked interview queries. Okay, so you have to use this particular keyword queries only, then you are going to get query related questions. Okay, so there are multiple links will be coming from Geeks for Geeks, Edureka and all. So let's see for the Geeks for Geeks first. So they are going to show you the table structure. They are going to ask you the problem, and they are going to give you the answers as well. So see, this is the question and this is the answer. Okay, you have to write the answer for this particular output. Like that, you can practice these queries by your own also. Don't see the answer always. The first try yourself. If you're not able to solve, then you can check it. So that's how you should prepare for this particular program, because Cognizant hiring is one of the biggest hiring that 2024 batch are going to see, as mass recruiters are very less hiring are going on from mass recruiters in particularly 24 batch. So now they have started from multiple companies like Accenture, TCS and Cognizant. So don't let these opportunities go, because these are going to be one of the best opportunities you are going to get, and Cognizant is also one of the best companies that are there in the mass recruiting sector. So go for it and prepare everything. If you have need any help, any queries, you can always comment down or ask in our Telegram as well.